Great. So we'll get started. Hello, and thank you for joining us tonight for our YMCA of the Foothills Summer Day Camp Parent Rally. Tonight, we will review our summer day camp structure, plan, and procedures we have in place to help ensure your kids have a fun and safe to ensure that your kids have fun and stay healthy. We will go through the presentation. At the end, open it up for questions through the chat box only. If you have a question, please go to the chat box and send your questions to Annie. If we do not get to your question, we will provide Annie's email at the end, and you can reach out to her directly, and she will get back to you as soon as possible. We will also be recording this presentation, and we'll have it posted on our website and YouTube, so you could go back and watch it, and we could share it with others as more people join our camps. So let's begin. We're going to do some introductions. My name is Adam Franco. I am the branch director of the Crescenta Kenyatta Family YMCA. Also joining us is our VP of HR, Janet Toma, who also oversees our risk management department. Our camp team this year is led by Annie Azizian, Senior Program Director of Youth Development, Chelsea Lawrence, Leader of Youth Development at CCY, Ryan Cerna, Leader of Youth Development at VHY, and PJ Compton, our Leader of Sports at CCY, and also has a lot of experience running day camp programs with the YMCA. This team has been working tirelessly over the last 2 weeks to make sure we provide a fun summer while keeping your child's well-being in mind. This year, our camp will start at one location, which will be our VHY location. As our camp numbers increase and the need for more space is needed, we will expand our camps to our Crescenta Valley YMCA and Crescenta Kenyatta Family YMCA branches. Now, we understand that one of the main questions that you have is how we are going to keep our campers healthy during this time of COVID-19. The guidelines that we are following, and then I'm going to share with you, are recommendations made by the CDC and ACA, which is the American Camping Association, which is a nationally recognized association for camp programs. First thing that we're going to go over is checking in and out. It will be done completely inside of your car when you drop off your camper. When you come into the VHY parking lot or another Y parking lot, you will pull up to where the Y staff is located. While in your car, the counselor will check the camper's temperature using a forehead thermometer, and will also do a wellness check of about 5 questions to see if your camper has any other flu or cold-like symptoms. If the camper has a fever above 100 degrees or shows any other cold or flu symptoms, the camper will not be able to join us in camp. This cannot be stressed enough. For the safety and well-being of all staff and campers, if your child is sick, please keep them home until they are symptom-free. Once the temperature is checked and everything is okay, the staff will sign the camper into camp. Another staff will lead the camper into the Y and into their pod of friends. Parents will not be able to come inside of the Y. During this process as well, staff will be wearing masks and gloves to make sure that everyone is being safe. Checkout, kind of similar. You will come into the YMCA parking lot to where the staff is. You will let the staff know who your camper is. They will provide you with a card that will have your camper's name on it, and then you can go park your car while we radio into camp and retrieve your camper and bring them out to you. Once the counselor gets to the car, you'll give them the pickup card so we can make sure that everyone is at the correct car and the camper is with the correct people, and then you are free to go home and enjoy the rest of your day. A reminder that signups for the week of camp have to be completed by Friday before 4 p.m. and there will be no same-day signups allowed into camp this year. Give me just 1 second. Someone sent me a chat and I want to see if it's something I need to reply back to. So moving on, we're going to talk about cleaning. This is also recommended by the CDC and ACA. We're going to clean and sanitize every morning and closing shifts. We will also have cleaners at night coming in to clean the entire YMCA, making sure everything is clean and disinfected. Cleaning scheduled throughout the day to wipe down surfaces and bathrooms. We also will have a cleaning checkoff list that we'll be following to make sure that all areas are cleaned throughout the day. We are also going to monitor the bathrooms to make sure campers are properly washing their hands for the 20 seconds that is recommended by the CDC. We also will have multiple hand sanitizer stations throughout camp and each home base that your camper will be at. Everyone must wash their hands before and after meals, and also as we rotate through the different rooms. So a lot of hand washing throughout the day, and we have also purchased extra hand washing stations that will be in the facility for ease of use for your child and staff to wash their hands. Daily procedures also recommended by CDC and ACA. Friday before camp, you will receive a health questionnaire in your email just to check and see who your camper has been around, to see if they've been around anyone who might have been exposed to COVID-19. Check to make sure that they're feeling well and don't have any cold or flu-like symptoms. Campers, and Chelsea will go into more detail about this, but campers will stay in the same pod of kids and counselors the entire week. We're going to limit the amount of campers and counselors to 9 to 1. So one counselor will be with 9 kids, and that group of 9 will be with that counselor for the entire week. Each pod will have a home base that they'll stay in, and they'll also rotate into different activity rooms where they'll get to play games and have fun, like the swimming pool, the gym, outside area, and some other areas as well. Activity rooms are disinfected after any group rotates out. So after a group leaves that area, we will have staff that go in and disinfect that area to make sure that it is safe for the next group to come in. And then for meals, campers will be distanced and there will be no food sharing allowed. Camp doc, if you've been in our camp before, you probably are familiar with this. Our camp doc is pretty much the registration that we have for your kids. So after you sign up, you will receive a link to go to. This link is going to have you fill out all of the important information that you need. So it's going to be health authorization forms, pickup forms, emergency contact information, everything that we need to know about your camper. It is very, very important that you fill this out as soon as possible because your child will not be able to come into camp until we have that form filled out. And if you come to camp and that form isn't completed, we won't be able to admit your camper into camp until it's been completed. So please fill it out completely. Please fill it out as soon as possible. If you've signed up and you have not received this link, please email Debbie Pyle. Her email is right there. It is dpyle@ymcafoothills.org. So next, Chelsea is going to talk about the fun part of camp and how we're going to make sure that your campers have a wonderful time.
Hi everyone, Chelsea here. I'm going to talk to you about how your camper is going to have fun while at camp. The big difference in camp this year is the introduction of camp pods. A pod is a group up to 9 kids based on ages, and they'll be placed with 1 staff. The pod of kids will stay together for the entire week with the same staff. Each pod will have a home base for the week, and during the day they will rotate into different activity rooms. Each area will be cleaned after each pod leaves to be ready for the next pod to enter. This is our current schedule and themes we have set for each week. You'll see on the left side we have our session dates, which start May 26th and will go all the way down to August 14th. And right on the right-hand side, you'll see that we have themed each of our weeks to hope to make a little bit more fun for the kids. So you'll see that there. That will also be listed on our website, so you can look through that then. This is an example of our weekly schedule. We currently are planning on going swimming every day. Please, please, please send your kids in their swim attire and pack an extra change of clothes with them. You'll notice that we have a new half-day schedule. So that on the bottom of the screen is, you'll see a new for 2020, and that will be an AM pod and then a PM pod. And then you'll also see in our daily schedule, there is a lot of hand washing, as we'll be hand washing before in each activity and lunch. We purchased hand washing stations to help with increased hand washing. You'll see at the bottom of the slide that hand washing follows every single activity that we have listed. Here is another example of our daily rotations and what they will be doing throughout the day. We will also be reintroducing core experiences. These experiences include STEM, sports, fine arts, LA Kings ball hockey, and cooking. Something also not at the very bottom, you'll see it says free swim lessons. This is for our non-swimmers and our beginning swimmers. This will start the second week of camp. So this year, field trips, unfortunately, due to coronavirus concerns, we will not be going on any field trips this summer. However, we're going to bring the fun to camp. Each Wednesday will bring in a different fun activity and vendors for your campers to enjoy. So thank you so much. I am going to pass this back to Adam.
Great, thank you, Chelsea. I appreciate it. So camp communication, how are we gonna get the word out to you guys to let you know what is going on throughout camp? The main area, which you probably just saw right there, was the website. I'll go back. The website is a great place to go, ymcafoothills.org/camp. To get a lot of this information. We have our parent manual on there. We have some other information. And as more things come out and we have more updates as far as camp, we will definitely be posting stuff on our YMCA website. So please check out that website for the most current and up-to-date information. Camp Bulletin is also another way that we're going to communicate with our parents and campers. We'll be sending out a Camp Bulletin every week, the Friday before, letting you guys know what's coming up for that week, what's being planned, what to do, if there's any changes, and everything that you need to know about camp. That is why it is important that you sign up as soon as possible for each week of camp, so we can make sure that we have you down as a registered participant, and we will get you that Camp Bulletin. If you sign up late, then there might be a possibility that you do not get that information, which would be very, very sad. Also, social media. We have our generic YMCA of the Foothills social media, Facebook and Instagram page, but we also have a Facebook page that is just for our day camp, which is at Foothills Day Camp. And there will be pictures and updates of all the fun that your kids are having, and also weekly updates of what's going on and what you can expect. We also have an Instagram, which is Y Foothills Camp. And on certain days, we let the different campers or different pods this year have control of our Instagram and take the pictures and posts and have fun with our Instagram. Twitter is what we do for up-to-date information on all things camp. This was really good last year for field trips in case we were running late or behind, especially with wonderful LA traffic. But we will still be using it this year to provide updates throughout the day, or if there's any changes or anything that you guys need to know up to date right away. We will definitely be using our Twitter, which is Y Foothills Camp. Some FAQs that I'm sure you guys are all wondering. What guidelines are you following to ensure the well-being of my child? As I explained at the very beginning, we are following the recommendations by CDC, ACA, and also LA County Public Health. So as they change their restrictions, as they loosen, as they tighten, as they make different recommendations, we will be staying up to date with those recommendations and making changes as needed. Sure you guys want to know what disinfectant we are using something called vital oxide. It is approved by the CDC to disinfect COVID-19. Will staff be health checked before work? Yes. Staff will go through the same health screening as campers each day before they start work. So they will get their temperature checked, and we will ask them the same health questions to make sure that they are feeling well before they come into work. Do we have a half-day option available? Everyone always asks this, and this year I'm happy to say that yes, one of the new things we're offering this year is a half-day AM and a half-day PM care option. So if you are working from home and just want to have a place to send your kids for a few hours, that is a great option. Or if there's other reasons why you just need half-day, that is a great option for you to use. Can I bring peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or any nuts? No, we are a nut-free camp. Please do not pack nuts with your kids. This includes peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. It breaks my heart to say that because I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Snickers candy bars, Reese's peanut butter cups, anything that has peanut butter or nuts, please, please, please do not bring them to camp. Nut allergies are a serious thing, and we don't want any nuts getting into the wrong hands. Should my camper bring electronics to camp? No, we recommend that you keep the electronics at home. The YMCA is not responsible for any lost, broken, stolen, misplaced items, and we hate to have electronics or any items go missing. So please keep your important stuff and things that are valuable to you at home. Contact information, again, if you have any questions, you could email Annie Azizian and she will answer your question. If she does not have the answer to your question, she will forward it on to the person who is able to answer your question for you. Thank you. We are pretty much done with the presentation part. We are going to open it up for a few questions. And again, if for some reason we don't get to your question, please email Annie and she will be happy to assist you. So I'm going to ask Annie to provide me with a few questions. Give me a second while we get that situated.